Imagine a fragile peace hanging by a thread, only to be tested by a sudden explosion and accusations of imminent danger. That's the tense reality unfolding in Gaza right now, where Israel's latest military action threatens to unravel a hard-won ceasefire. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this aggressive response a necessary defense, or a step toward reigniting full-scale conflict? Let's dive into the details, breaking it down step by step so everyone can follow along, even if you're new to the complexities of Middle Eastern geopolitics. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, have announced that they conducted a targeted strike against what they describe as terrorist infrastructure located in the Beit Lahia area of northern Gaza. To clarify for beginners, terrorist infrastructure often refers to locations believed to be used for planning or storing materials for attacks, much like how a warehouse might house tools for a criminal operation. The IDF claims this site was stockpiling weapons specifically intended for an upcoming terrorist assault on their soldiers. In a statement, an IDF spokesperson emphasized that troops in the Southern Command are still positioned in line with the ceasefire terms and are committed to neutralizing any immediate dangers as they arise. Residents of Gaza City reported hearing a loud explosion and witnessing a plume of smoke rising from the area, painting a vivid picture of the impact on the ground. This incident follows harrowing reports from hospital officials, who stated that at least 104 individuals, including 46 young children, lost their lives overnight due to recent Israeli airstrikes. For context, these tragic figures highlight the human cost of such operations, where civilians often bear the brunt in densely populated regions like Gaza, a reminder of why ceasefires are so crucial for protecting innocent lives. The strikes were authorized by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu after an official reported that Israeli forces in southern Gaza had faced gunfire. Israel alleges that one of their soldiers was fatally shot in the southern city of Rafah earlier on Tuesday, an event they attribute to enemy action. And this is the part most people miss. The timing of these strikes coincides with Hamas's recent handover of body parts believed to belong to a hostage whose partial remains were recovered during the ongoing conflict. Hamas has firmly denied any involvement in the Rafah incident and reiterated their dedication to honoring the ceasefire agreement. Adding fuel to the debate, former U.S. President Donald Trump publicly backed Israel's actions, insisting that the ceasefire remains intact. He explained to reporters, "They took out an Israeli soldier," and argued that Israel had every right to retaliate decisively. Trump went on to suggest that Hamas represents only a small obstacle to peace in the Middle East and must learn to conduct itself appropriately. Meanwhile, the IDF reaffirmed their stance, pledging to enforce the ceasefire while responding robustly to any breaches, a policy that could be seen as a deterrent strategy, but one that critics argue escalates tensions rather than de-escalates them. Qatar's Prime Minister, Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani, voiced strong disappointment and frustration over the soldiers' killing and the ensuing airstrikes. Qatar has been at the forefront of mediation efforts alongside the United States and Egypt, working tirelessly to foster peace in Gaza. Speaking at the Council on Foreign Relations in New York, Al Thani revealed that Hamas militants have indicated their readiness to relinquish control of the enclave, which they've governed since 2007. He also noted that Qatar has been urging them toward disarmament, illustrating a potential pathway forward. But here's where it gets truly thought-provoking. Could Hamas's willingness to step aside signal a genuine shift toward peace, or is it a tactical maneuver to buy time? In wrapping up, this situation underscores the delicate balance of security and stability in the region. Israel's proactive strikes aim to thwart threats, yet they raise questions about proportionality and the risk of further civilian casualties. Trump's endorsement adds a layer of international complication, while Hamas's denials and Qatar's diplomatic pushes offer glimmers of hope for reconciliation. What do you think? Is Israel's forceful approach justified in the face of perceived dangers, or does it undermine the ceasefire's spirit? Could Hamas's reported openness to change actually lead to lasting peace, or is skepticism warranted? We'd love to hear your perspectives, agreements, or disagreements in the comments below. Let's discuss.